Hey guys, it's your boy Mark back with another video, and I'm here to give you my thoughts on Joker. Yes, I saw Joker today, guys. This was my second most anticipated movie of the year, behind, of course, Avengers Endgame. And, so I've already seen my top four actually, my top four. I forgot what my number 5 was, even the rest of the list. My top 4 most anticipated movies of the entire year. And Spider-Man: Far From Home was my 4th. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood was my 3rd. This one, Joker, was my 2nd, and 1, of course, was Endgame. And I gotta tell you guys, I almost didn't get to see this movie. Okay, they are really serious about photo IDs for R-rated films now, and it really makes me sad. I've seen a bunch of R-rated films in cinemas. Didn't need any ID. Well, actually, I got my mum to get the tickets for those, but that's not the point, you know. Like they really asked for it at Monterey Cinemas, at the cinema that I go to. Like they really asked for it, and I got my uncle to get it for me. And then there was a guy taking tickets at the thing, in front of the actual cinema. And I'm like, since when do I do this? You know, it's bullcrap. Honestly, it really pisses me off. They did this. They're going this far. It's just a movie, for fuck's sake. I'm sorry for swearing, but seriously, that really upsets me. Actually, it really does. I don't actually have any photo ID. I don't want to drive I don't want to learn to drive all just to do that. Seriously. We need some type of, I don't know how to get it. I'm sure someone will explain something to me, but this really frustrated and scared the crap out of me. And then the guy who was like taking tickets was like he believed I was 21, but he was like, okay, this one time I'll let you watch the film and go in. But that was really frustrating and scary for me. But I got in, okay, and I sat next to this very nice moldy lady. And she was talking on the phone to someone saying that they had to go through a bunch of stuff for themselves to get in as well. And she said that she had to pull out her email account just like on her phone, probably just to prove that, you know. And yeah. But anyway, Joker, I'm sorry. I just wanted to mention that. That was really frustrating, really scary for me. And yeah, I've seen plenty of. A lot of times I wasn't even asked for an ID. Like I saw Us. I asked for a ticket for Us. Wasn't passing no ID. You know, that was scary, man. I was terrified, honestly, because I wanted to see the movie, and this cinema is actually playing The Irishman in cinemas, and I was so excited about that. But I don't even know if I can. I don't even know if they'll let me in. You know, I really want to see that on the big screen. Come on, let me see that. I'm worried about that, guys. But Joker, I'm gonna be honest, guys. This movie. Let's get to the movie now. Joker, starring Joaquin Phoenix, directed by Todd Phillips. I actually don't feel like doing a spoiler discussion for this. I think I'll just do this movie thoughts. And I'll try to keep it as spoiler free as I possibly can, guys. Okay. I've been thinking about it all day. I saw it several hours ago. I don't know, like what time is it? I saw it was 8 hours ago, around there that I saw it, and all day I have no idea how to talk about this movie. Not because of spoilers, but I think it's because I feel like I'm still trying so hard to process it. But Joaquin Phoenix, man, I was so excited for this movie, and this is 100% Joaquin's movie. Okay, you know he is on screen like 99.7% of the time. You know, and it was an amazing performance. He has to get an Oscar nomination for the Oscars next year. He has to, man. Along with Robert Downey Jr. for Endgame. That's just how I feel. Like he was on screen like 99.7% of the time, like I said, and like I said, this movie 100% is about him. Yes, there's Robert De Niro. Yes, there's Zazie Beetz. Yes, there's She Wingham, whatever that man's name is. That guy was on Death Note 2017 and Bad Times at the Royale as a doctor. Um, but they are so in the background compared to like Joaquin Phoenix. Like it's sad. This is about a man who has this serious condition that always gets him into trouble. I'm trying not to spoil, of course. Um, and the thing about his condition just comes out at the worst times. You know, he wants to be a stand-up comedian. He has a dream. You know, he's looking after his own mother. Um, and everyone's always treating him like crap on a daily basis. You know, stuff that isn't even his fault at all is put on him. You know, and it's a shame because he's such a nice guy, but society, everyone wants to push him, just keeps pushing him to his limits. Like everyone's always testing him 24/7, every second of the day. And it's so sad, and I am not ashamed to say that I was rooting for him the entire runtime. I've watched lots of reviews before and after watching this film. They were saying that, like, I was rooting for him, like, I think this was what Chris Stuckman said. Love Chris Stuckman, by the way. He was saying, like, you're rooting for him in the first 20 minutes, then after that, you're like, oh no, I think you're going a bit too far. I did not think you went too far at all in the entire movie. Not gonna spoil it, but, even during those messed up moments, yeah, I was just ecstatic, okay, and I rooted for him the whole time. I hope that doesn't count as a spoiler. I didn't mention any specific scenes or what happens, but I rooted for him the entire runtime, alright? And like Joaquin was freaking incredible in this movie, and especially when he finally becomes Joker. Like the final act of this movie, I think people are underrating the final act of this movie already. To be honest, I think it's on par with like Once Upon a Time in Hollywood's final act. To be honest, I think I actually prefer Joker's final act over Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. It was incredible. It was incredible, the final act of this film. And I was just, yeah, I was cheering, I was loving, I was just having a good time, and I loved all the Batman references, and it's crazy, speaking of Batman, like, there are characters who we always knew as good guys. But this film is from Arthur Fleck Joker's perspective, okay? And, someone like Thomas Wayne from Joker's perspective, and maybe certain other Batman-related characters, just from his perspective, they are massive dicks. And it's crazy because for a moment I forgot that I always loved, like, Thomas Wayne as a good guy, but, and I still do, but, like, when I watched this film, I was like, wow, you're being a real dick, Thomas. Like, that's how I felt, honestly. And, this was a character study, guys. I knew this going in. This was obviously heavily inspired by, the Martin Scorsese movies, King of Comedy, which I think I saw for the first time this year, actually. I definitely saw for the first time recently. As well as, of course, Taxi Driver. The score was awesome, by the way. It was very Taxi Driver-esque, the score, especially in the final act. I love that final act, man. That final act. And when he finally becomes Joker, man. Oh man, it's perfection. Um, it really is. To me, it is. Um, and I can see about all the controversy stuff, and people like saying about the violence and how it's controversial. There is some bloody graphic violence in this film, guys, but it doesn't happen often at all, and it's very spread out in the film, you know. But when it happens, it's glorious. Okay, it really is. Not just because of, I don't want to say anymore. I don't want to spoil nothing. Um, um, but this film, it was something truly special. I'm gonna be honest. I have no idea what to rate this movie, but there are absolutely stuff I absolutely love about it. You know, and I don't even know. I feel like I still have to process this movie and what I rate it, but you can bet it's at least. Alright, if you had a gun to my head right now, I would say a 9, but I want to give it a 10. I want to give it a 10. I really want to give this film a 10 out of 10, guys, but for now, temporary, possibly rating, I'll give it a 9. Maybe when I watch it again, I'll be like, this is definitely a 10. It was that final act, man. That final act was perfection in my eyes. And this movie was just, it was something, man. I'm so happy I got to watch it. I was so scared, man. I know the guy was just doing his job, but I was so scared I wasn't going to be able to see this film because of they've never done this from when I've started going to the cinema 2 years ago, just 2 years ago, 2.5 years now. But I got it. Okay. I feel like maybe I've been taking seeing R-rated films at the cinema for a little bit granted. Not gonna lie, a part of me was always a little teeny bit scared I wouldn't be able to get in because it was, yeah. But Joker, please see this movie in cinemas. It's very standalone. To be honest, a lot of times I forgot that it was actually a comic book movie. It just felt so grounded and realistic. If you thought The Dark Knight was grounded and realistic, um, this is so much more grounded than that one. Like, and it's true. We probably should be a little bit nicer to each other, guys. All of us, no matter who you are, homeless, rich, whatever race you are, whatever, if you're white, if you're Maori, if you're Indian, if you're African American, let's all treat each other a little bit nicely, okay? Because like something like this could happen. It's kind of scary how real this is. And even though the movie takes place in 1981, it is a problem. It is about a modern day issue. It really is, and I'm so glad I got to see this film. And yeah, so those are my thoughts on Joker, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys have seen the film, I know it doesn't come out till tomorrow in the US, but if you guys see this film, what did you think? I hope I kept it spoiler free as I possibly could. And yeah, that's my thoughts on Joker. Finally got around to doing it today, and I'll see you guys later. Peace out.